In this tutorial, we will see how to add chrome molding to our cabinets. I will start by opening an existing scene that already have cabinets. Here it is. Let's see how it looks. Image, generate. Those are the basic top light valance. So let's remove those. So I make a left click to come back on the floor plan. I'm clicking here and I'm unselecting display top light valance. Accept. 3D image generate. As you can see, no more top light valance. Left click again to come back on the floor plan. Next step, we go on plus. In the simple object section, we are using ceiling type object. And here you will see there's already 3 different files. Depending what you're doing, you choose among those 3. But for what we're doing here, the chrome molding, partial outline is the best choice. Accept. I suggest you to always unselect this one. Be sure it's unselect. And also this one, if you don't need auto 45 degrees angle, remove it and simply use the already placed cabinet to align your chrome molding. So let's start. I'm using here, you see, it's right on the corner. Then here, here, there. As I'm clicking, check here. When I made 3 click, you can accept the shape, and you also have the backspace to remove one point. You see, the computer is waiting for point number 5. If I click here, or I'm using the backspace, it will remove one point. You see, another one. So I have only, it's waiting for point number 3. Let's add the other one, the other one, the other one, another one, and the last one here. So my shape is complete, so I can click here or simply press the enter key on my keyboard. But before doing that, I also need to add a chrome molding here. So I will select this one to indicate that after this chrome molding, I have another one to add there. So I will accept. And as you can see, I'm still in addition of ceiling, point number 1. So I'm ready to add the other one right there. If I forget to do that, I will have to go again in the plus button and ceiling and select the file again. So when you do that with this tool one, you are able to add several objects at the same time without having to go back in the plus button. Enter key. You can see when I move the mouse here at the top here, the vertical position of that object is -1, 0. We use that vertical position as a hint to let us remember that those chrome molding objects are not the chrome molding itself. They are simply a template that we will use to create the chrome molding. So those objects that we just add will be invisible in the 3D perspective, but will remain there if we want to change the shape of the chrome molding later. The next step, we'll go here, advancing side of polygonal shape object. Here we can see the countertop, because the countertop have been created with polygonal shape also. If you don't want to see the countertop, you can always go in this one, the little eye looking at the object, and unselect countertop. So when you go there, you only see the top light valance, but this is not necessary. But I will do that here so it will be more clear to see what we are doing. So when you select this one, you have first to indicate which object we want to work with. So one click inside to select. As you see, the outline become a light blue. And the next step is to click near the edge to indicate which edge that we want to add a chrome molding. I will leave this one unselected. When it is done, again in the corner here, you can click the accept shape or simply press the enter key on your keyboard. That's the advancing side of polygonal shape object window. For chrome molding, we select number 3 here. We have to indicate the vertical position of our chrome molding. Here our cabinet are at 84. That's the minimum value of the chrome molding. It is easier sometimes to specify the maximum value. You just have to click max and indicate the ceiling or something else. So you see, you fix under or you put on something. So minimum will be 84. That's the basic shape when we first open that window. So let's click open to see what we have here. Here's a 1x1 shape. Those are some example. Let's see more sophisticated crow molding. Mirrorless Thermoplastic Series 300. Crow molding, double click to enter a folder. When you select, you have a preview here. Another kind here. Let's go up one folder. We are here, want to move up one. So again, gorge, double click. Those are other examples. Let's pick up this one for now. This is how it looks. You can see here the summary of our value. Minimum, maximum, the total height of our crow molding, and the total variation. So from the here up to here. So let's just click OK. This one is done. Now let's click this one in the middle and which side that we want to change. And then this button or simply the enter key on your keyboard. All the value are already there, so just click OK. Now go back into 3D, image, generate. Here our crow molding. Left click to come back in the floor plan. Let's say that we don't like this crow molding, want to change it. Simply use the trash can and trash the object. You see when I moved across the value here on the top, now indicate the vertical position of the crow molding we just added. One click and you see -10. That's the hint that this is our template object. And here again, I'm going back here. Again, I'm simply selecting the object I want to work with, then the side that I want to change. Then I press the enter key or I simply click on this button here. And let's open and check some other. Oh, this one here, it looks great. Open and everything's fine. Okay. Same thing here. Here's a little tips. Sometimes there's less side that we don't want to modify than other side that we want to adjust. So sometimes it's quicker to simply select the side that we don't want and then simply use this button here or the tab key on your keyboard. You will see it inverts the selection. So it's quicker to 1, 2, 3 than 1, 2, 3, 4 and then enter key to accept. All the value are already correct. Okay. 3D image generate. Here's our crow molding. Let's see that with some shading. And when you want your final picture, you can always generate a high definitions in smooth shading. This thing takes a little bit longer, so we'll simply speed up the time to not have to wait. And here is our final picture. So this is how we add a crow molding over our cabinets. I hope you have enjoyed that tutorial.